Okay, so I'm just going to talk about what our offering is and how everything comes together. So, UACT Kick is a community interest company in the UK, and we do three things. We train people, empower individuals, and improve treatment outcomes. And our training side is structured where we take people that are on the path to professionalize their lived experience. So they'll start off with becoming a peer recovery specialist. They'll move on to becoming a recovery coach, a systemic wellness practitioner, a case manager, and a facilitator. And our training path is that's the theory side of things. And the way where we meet is we meet on a Thursday morning online for the peer recovery specialist. And we often have people from LERO's lived experience recovery organizations in that classroom. So there's a classroom of peers where people are working from other LERO's lived experience organizations. On a Tuesday morning, we have a community of practice. And a community of practice is essentially for people that have now are moving on beyond peer recovery specialist, and they might have a private coaching practice or something that they're looking to do, or they might be in a coaching position in a LERO where the individuals that they're working with have a bit more agency. And then on a Thursday afternoon, we have the systemic wellness practitioner. And the role of that is to assist someone to use coaching skills to enhance their roles within the organization that they're at. So think of that as organizational development. So I'm somebody with lived experience. I've been trained on the theory. I'm now in a professional role within an organization, and I'm working out how to work with my colleagues as a team and how to work with various outside stakeholders or internal stakeholders, be that as it may. So that's the training side of things. And once people have got an understanding of that, or they come from an existing professional organization, or they looking to do a postgraduate degree or something, they can then join our master's program and then use coaching and become a master coach working within the field of substance use disorder, addiction, recovery, organizational development, wellness in the workplace, and they wish to do a master's training around that. So that is the training side of things. And where we're using technology is we record the classes. We have a safety statement in the beginning where people are made aware that the classroom is recorded, that the recording will be deleted if somebody says something or something comes up that they don't want on the internet. And the reason why we record it is to help break down stigma and to make the training transparent and to bring transparency to the training and recovery process. What we then do with that recording is we use AI to go and extrapolate the wisdom from that training and then disseminate that to our students, and that we can use our AI tools to learn from what we're capturing, so to improve training outcomes and to build a professional body under the Maoni umbrella. So Maoni is the international organization that is certifying lived experienced organizations. So we as an organization know at what level that individual is. So that is all the treatment training side of things. On the treatment side of things is the best way to think of this is to think that we're in the biopsychosocial model, and that we work on the biology of the individual, the physical side of the individual. We work on the psychology, where people need to learn stuff about themselves and others, and they're given the practical tools to assist people. And then the social side of things is the community side of things. And what we do is we take an African-centric approach using Ubuntu as an African philosophy to help people build a community around them. And so that's how our training works, our treatment works. A lot of treatment out there is Eurocentric, Westernized-centric, US-centric. So you'll get a lot of 12-step approaches, Minnesota model approaches, or smart recovery. And for us, we're really working on the African philosophy side of things. And our treatment is being researched via the University of Zambia, and we have academics that are evaluating our programs and the success of their programs, which come from the UK and the US as well. So there's a lot of interest in what we're doing. And there, the way that we've structured is we have a 4-week program where the first week would be spiritual principles. And that's essentially has been taken from 12-step spiritual programs or faith-based organizations. That's a spiritual component of it. We then have the brain and the mind, which is the neurological side of things. We then have community and growth. So what is it the individual needs? What sort of communities do they need to hang out in to support their recovery? And then the 4th week is recovery and resilience. So now you're entering this new persona, if you like, that needs developing. And how are you going to use cognitive intelligence, for want of a better word, to help you reintegrate into your new life? And this is seated in a philosophy as a way of life. So we're looking at bringing in philosophical perspective and lenses to help people with their recovery journey. And it's a very comprehensive program that we have that is really looking to address the systemic problems that is caused by mental health. And so we record a lot of those meetings as well, and we anonymize the data, the recordings, the data, and the information, and we hold it in a closed knowledge base where we can then extrapolate the information and the data as well from that to constantly review what's working, what's not working, and to take that the knowledge of that to the world. And that's how we're using technology. To make the training accessible, we sit on Android devices, and we use Google, and we use Google tools because they're the most widely available, and because of compliance, HIPAA compliance, GDPR, POPI compliance, being an international organization, we need to have compliance tools to support the safety of our clients and patients and family members and employees and employers. And so from an ethical perspective, we capture this data, and again, just like any other organization out there, we make that data available to the individual. We don't share that data. It's other than amongst our own internal professionals for the betterment of the client and the organizations that they work in. So that's basically what our structure is and what the programs are about. And by using essentially Gemini and the tools that come with Google, we're using that to improve the treatment outcomes as well. So we don't have lots of bots that follow us, you attend a meeting nowadays, you've got all sorts of AI agents coming in. So we're very restrictive in our use of AI as well. However, people that do join and become certified, they're able to run their own practices the way that they want. So, for example, me, I have a private practice. I use Zoom, and internally on our Maoni platform, we use Google Meet as a video tool. And we record the classes, we record some of the programs, the group programs. We record the academic meetings where we come together as global academics to meet and to discuss and see what's working and to stay aligned with improving the industry as a whole. Yeah, so that's our overview, and I've recorded this video so that I can get the transcript and then I can feed it into one of our LMs and get an infographic which will help explain how this has all come together. So thank you, and yeah, I hope this worked. Bye-bye.